Hey lovely world hearts, it's Lisa here. How are you? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on what are you too afraid to say. So many highly sensitives, empaths, wild hearts, whatever you want to call them, are the truth tellers in their family. So they've been conditioned to swallow down their feelings and not speak their truth, and they internalize the message that when they spoke up or when they had strong feelings about things, they drove people away or they were doing something wrong or they were hurting people, which was actually not true at all. So over the weekend, I watched quite a lot of Lucifer. I don't know if any of you have seen Lucifer. It is a drama series that brings in sort of fantasy elements, but it's mostly a detective drama series between the devil, Lucifer, and Detective Decker. But the whole premise of the program is about tapping into your desires. So when you're not connected to your throat chakra, which is where your truth comes from, your voice comes from, something is blocked. And as I do when I'm watching the TV or when I'm sort of in downtime and resting, I start to process things. And then by the time I went to go to bed last night, I grabbed hold of my journal because I was like, oh, there's something that wants to come through. And I grabbed a deck of cards. So I just want to read to you what I wrote in my journal because I think this might resonate with lots of you. And I think if you're finding it hard to speak your truth, or you're swallowing down your words, or suppressing your feelings, or holding on to feelings, or you've got blocked feelings, then this is going to really help you. So I've put, my resistance to write is definitely avoidance, stuck feelings. So this is my resistance to write my book over the weekend. I close my eyes and feel the block between my tummy and my throat. My tummy is my solar plexus where fear lives. My throat is my voice. What am I scared to say? As I write, my tummy starts talking to me. I see my cards in my head. I know exactly what deck I need to gather. I gather the deck, a pen and my journal. Sorry, I can't read my own handwriting because it's me going, writing it all down, furiously scribbling. I gather the deck, open a pen. I gather the deck, a pen and my journal. The words start to flow. So your solar plexus is just below where your tummy button is, and that is connected to your throat chakra. Your throat chakra is obviously where your voice, your truth comes from, and your solar plexus is where your will, your confidence, your personal power comes from. Imagine these like spinning energy centers in your body. So just for a minute, I want you to close your eyes. Just close your eyes and take some deep breaths and feel the ground. Feel your feet on the ground beneath you so that you're feeling grounded and centered. And just focus your attention on your solar plexus. So that energetic spot below your tummy button, just below your tummy button. How does it feel? Does it feel tense? Does it feel stuck? Can you see a colour? Just notice how it feels. Or notice that as you put your attention down there, what pops up in your head, what thoughts, what images. So just trusting your body and your intuition to guide you. And then bring your attention up to your throat chakra. And just the same there. What colour is it? How does it feel? I actually noticed that as I've come on to do this video, my voice has started to go a bit croaky. So that's almost like the fear coming up from the solar plexus. Now the energy that you want to connect the two is the chakra centre that sits between the throat and the solar plexus, which is your heart chakra, which is across your chest area. So with your eyes closed, just go down into your heart space and notice, what does that look like? Is it open or closed? Is there a colour there? Does it hurt at all? Do you notice any niggles or any tension or any well, you might get like energetic bubbly feelings when your heart's open, you know, like Christmas Day excitement, like fizzy sweets. That's how it feels for me anyway. So I'm just going to talk you through the rest of my reading that I did last night. I don't have cards to show you, but because I'm just reading from my journal, but that's okay. We can pull some cards of our own after this and see what energy wants to come through for the collective. But also to let you know that what am I afraid to say is going to be the topic for tomorrow night's journal class. So tomorrow is Tuesday, the 27th of February. It's 8 o'clock on Zoom. I will pop a link in the comments below so that you can join us. You will be held in a space with me and other people, and we will journal on the cards, and we will release this stuck, trapped energy between the solar plexus and the throat, and hopefully open up the heart a little bit if we need to. Open heart surgery on Zoom. Lovely, come and join us. You get what I'm saying. If you don't get what I'm saying and I'm not making any sense, feel free to put question in below. But often we do hold on to stuck emotions, old emotions, particularly grief, anger, guilt, shame, those really big, low-level vibrational energies that keep us stuck. Okay? So, actually, I would like to try and find the cards that I pulled last night, so maybe I should try and find them. I don't know if they'll be at the top of the deck because I've done another reading for myself this morning since I woke up. So every morning I wake up and journal with my tarot cards. Maybe we'll pull separate ones for us in a minute. So I pulled the King of Cups. And the King of Cups said, compose yourself before you say how you feel or respond. So the King of Cups is a very emotionally intelligent, mature, grounded energy, but does speak from truth, is a benevolent, kind, compassionate leader. That's what the King of Cups is. It's saying, it's inviting you to pause and take a breath, not to feel rushed to reply or rushed to fill the silence, not to say what you think is expected of you or what the other person needs to hear, but to sit with your energy and notice how you're feeling in response to what the other person's saying. I think many of us, and what I've written here is, I've been conditioned to go the least combative route or route, if you are our friends across the pond. The easy life, don't rock the boat. So that was a mantra for one of my parents, like don't poke the hornet's nest, don't rock the boat. But actually there's a meme, isn't there, that says when you don't start a war, so when you don't rock the boat, you start a war inside yourself, because when you hold on to all of those feelings and they are unexpressed, suppressed, stuck, yes, when they stay inside of you, that's when we start to get sick, because they manifest as physical pain in our bodies. So I see a lot of IBS, because that's in the stomach area, sore throat, losing your voice, colds. Also, when I've got grief stuck in my heart chakra, I have this horrible pain in my sternum, like right here. It feels like someone's kneeling on my chest, and it's really hard to breathe. But in order to release that, I am going to have to feel some of that to let that energy free. So that's obviously when you want to work with a space holder like me, or a healer, or an energy worker, or someone that can hold the space for you while you experience that pain, because it's almost like when you've got constipation and you know you've got to do that poo and it's going to hurt when it comes out. When I was a nanny, I had a little boy that used to call it a stiff poo. He says, Ziza, it's a stiff poo. So I would sit next to him on the floor and hold his hand and sing to him while he did his stiff poo. Anyway, I digress. It is like having a stiff poo, though. You need someone to help you, sit with you while you bring it out, which is why I thought we could journal on it tomorrow night, because I thought it'd be great for those empaths that are in that space of, oh, I can't say that, oh, I don't want to rock the boat. Anybody who you are around that when you speak the truth gets triggered and makes it about something you've done, so blaming you for their feelings, and doesn't take responsibility and can't regulate their feelings, is not a healthy person for you to be around. That's someone that is not really taking responsibility for themselves, is not being accountable. You know, our triggers are inside of us. They were created by our parents, and they are our responsibility to heal. Yes, they're activated by things that other people do and say, and they're invitations for us to be curious and explore and heal, but they are not other people's fault or responsibility. And if we walk around blaming people with our waggy finger, then we will never heal them. We will never heal them. So then I got the Four of Swords, and I got rest. You haven't rested this weekend and you're tired. Why aren't you resting? So I aborted writing my book because I was really struggling to write it. And my body was asking me. So what I'm doing here is I'm showing you that I'm a real person, and I also still struggle with the same things, but on different levels. Like as you heal, peel back the layers and heal, you go into different layers, and you can bring yourself out of these difficult or tricky or painful energetic spaces the more that you heal, because you get to know yourself. It's like you're having a relationship with yourself. So I ended up writing my February newsletter for my wild hearts that follow me on here. So if you're not on the newsletter, go on over to the website smileyforlife.com and scroll down, and you'll see a beautiful pink envelope with a newsletter popping up. I made that as well at the weekend, just keeping myself busy with work. So when I'm doing that, I've written, I'm avoiding myself. I then ate on my feelings. I pushed everything back inside. And actually things happened at the weekend that triggered me. So they weren't other people's fault. And that anger rose up inside of me till I couldn't contain it anymore. And that does eventually happen, which is why you hear of people having dark night of the souls, or depression, or manic episodes, or because they're just full, they're stuffed full of energy and things that need to come out. And obviously writing or creativity and journaling is the purest form of self-expression. So it's a great way to just purge it all out like a big poo. And so I said, what would the anger say? And I said, the anger would say, I can't read you what the anger would say because it's really, really rude and it's got lots of swear words in it. But I let the anger have a voice, so I invite you to do the same thing. And it said, I'm exhausted by these people. I'm pissed off, and they are blah, 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 beep, 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 beep. So again, I'm writing that it's the people that are triggering me. And then you go into the self and you go, so what is it in me that's being activated? And what is this a lesson in? What do I need to learn? Well, I need to learn to speak up and ask for what I need. Okay, so I then started to sort of carry on. So I journaled on that for a bit, and I journaled and said, what is it you need and how are you feeling? And I could connect into the feeling of anger, but I couldn't get underneath the anger, because anger is a secondary emotion. Normally there's softer feelings underneath it, and I couldn't get underneath it. But I carried on journaling. So this is why the journaling is so powerful. And I just kept on writing and pulling cards. I got the 10 of Wands, which is carrying a heavy load. And holding on, and also creating work and making it harder. Like, we hold on because we feel like we want to be in control, when actually it would be easier to let go, wouldn't it? It would be much easier to let go. But how do you let go? Well, I let go through writing. I let it come out through the pen, and that creates space then for new things to come in. And I'm really good at holding on. Because as a kid, like, my inner child was so good at stuffing everything in and painting on a happy smile and being like a performing monkey, being what everyone else needed me to be, and not paying any attention to what was going on inside of my body, not paying any attention at all. So in the end, I wrote, I need a break, a rest, and I'm tired. And actually what I'd done all weekend was what I sat in front of the telly watching Lucifer, but I was on my laptop working, which is just like self-punishment. It's self-harm, isn't it? Why am I making myself work so tirelessly when actually what my body's asking me for is a break? But I think workaholism, which I struggle with a lot, and I suppose my excuse for that is that my work doesn't feel like work, and I love my work. But I have to watch myself, because that's a bit sneaky, because actually we all need a break from work. We need to come back to self and be with our own energy. So I I then wrote, what did I write here? I'm just vetting myself before I read out the contents of my diary. Do you like my diary? Isn't it beautiful? My friend bought me this. It says, believe in yourself. It's lovely. It's a nice small one with wide lines. That's what we like. So I ended up saying, you hold on to and sit with your feelings because there wasn't any space for them. If you had feelings, you were punished or criticised, or you were seen as a burden or an inconvenience, or called stupid, actually, sometimes. So it's safe for me to express my feelings, wants, needs and desires. And then going back to Lucifer, it's like, what do you want? What do you need? What do you desire? And in the program, desires are seen as sinful, like it's selfish to be meeting your own desires all the time. But actually, I feel like if we don't meet our own emotional needs and desires, they burn away inside of us, and then we get this energetic block between the solar plexus and the throat chakra. So I don't know if that resonates with you today, but I thought let's pull some cards for the collective and see what comes up. And then I invite you to come to that journaling class tomorrow night. It will be lovely to see you all. It's been part of a winter retreat, so I've done a series of journaling classes, and this is the last one tomorrow night. So I was hoping everyone would come to every class and sort of build on their journaling expertise or skills, but that it didn't happen that way. People kind of dipped in and out, and you know, people have got to take what they need, haven't they, and then leave it when they feel like they need to. But my inner knowing, my intuition says people leave stuff because things get stuck. And as I just explained to you in my journal, we can so easily avoid ourselves, check out, scroll on the phone, get lost in other people's problems instead of taking care of ourselves. So can we have one card for the collective around this? What are we afraid to say? What are you afraid to say? Oh, good Lord in heaven above. Well, it's a 10 of cups, so it's something around your family. And maybe it's in social situations I'm seeing there, because they're all on a family picnic at the beach. I feel like this blocked energy comes out in group situations. Feeling like you can't say something. Maybe you feel like you can't say something to your child or to a friend or it's in a relationship. But 10 of Cups is also like the happy families, the happy ending, like the rainbow. So it's like, what do you truly want from your life that you're saying to yourself, oh, that won't happen for me, or that can't come true, or that's never going to come to fruition for me, or, you know, it just feels so out of reach, so hopeless. That's your inner child that's thinking that, by the way, because things were hopeless for your inner child probably. But as an adult, you can make things happen. You can still have dreams. Don't, what is it Wayne Dyer says? Don't die with your dreams within you. Don't die with your dreams in you. Get them out. Start working towards them. I can help you with that if you'd like my help with that. I worked with a lady last year who came to me to talk to me about her relationship with her daughter. And we ended up discovering that she had all these books on her laptop unpublished. And I was like, you've got to publish those books. That's your story. You've got to get it out into the world. There's other people that need to hear that story. So what do you see when you look at that card? Can you see all the bottles that are like littered all around them? I mean, they're the 10 cups, but I'm thinking that there's so many things. There's so many times that you've abandoned yourself because you've not spoken up and said how you really feel. And that is self-abandonment. And that does come from the inner child. And that's why I was affirming in my journal, it's safe for me to speak my truth. It's safe for me to speak my truth. How other people respond to my truth is none of my damn business. That's their stuff. Keep that over there. The broom energy, number 13. I do believe that's the death card. Tidy up your life so you can make space for something. That's what I'm saying. Death, something has to die. This coping strategy of holding in your feelings and not saying how you feel is from childhood. It needs to die. It needs to stop because it's hurting you. You're abandoning yourself. Sweep up all this toxic nonsense, declutter your life of relationships that don't allow you to fully express yourself. Get rid. Look at her, she's sweep all that negative energy away. So if you come to the class tomorrow night and you do the journaling, you will set yourself free. You will release whatever that block is between your tummy and your throat. We're really releasing those negative energies that are holding us back. Yeah, I just feel like she's put all her dreams in boxes as well. If you go back to the dreams card, all her dreams have been put in boxes. She just thinks they're not for her. Absolutely are. It's never too late. I was 50 on the 14th of February. Never, ever too late. Last card, Justice, which is the balance card. Yeah, it's out of balance. Relationships that are out of balance are not healthy relationships. There should be a balanced energy of give and take. There should be an ebb and flow of energies. Sometimes it will be all about the other person, then other times it will be about you. But in a conversation, it's a bit like a game of tennis. You want to serve it over the net and then to serve the ball back. This is the Justice card. This is sitting there writing her books. I think that's a little message for me. Come on, you haven't done any writing today. I've done a lot of journaling this morning. Justice, stick to your truth and everything will turn out just fine. Speak your truth, people. I think we need more and more people to stand up and speak their truth. I think those of us that were maybe family scapegoats, that were bullied, we feel like we can't say what we want. Because when we were kids, we weren't allowed to. And like I said, we maybe got punished or criticised or shamed or told off or humiliated and embarrassed. But actually, you must speak your truth. Why would you not? And when we don't speak our truth, we're not fully showing up as ourselves, which means that the other people in our lives don't really know us. They don't know the real us. They know the mask that we wear. The mask that we wear, who we pretend to be, who we think we should be, who we think people want us to be. It's that people-pleasing energy again. Okay, so that's the reading for today. Oh, I love that. I hope you'll join me for the class tomorrow night. Oh, look what's on the bottom of the deck. The Hermit, look. She's hermiting, she's going within and reflecting in all her journals. There are some things that must be done on your own. Yes, you need to go inside and you need to tell the truth to yourself first, so acknowledge that you're doing this, and then you need to start learning to use your voice to speak up, to stand up for yourself, to assert your power, which lives in your solar plexus. All right, if you like this video, can you pop a little emoji in the comments below? What could we pop in the comments below? What could we pop in there? A star, a heart. There is actually an emoji for speaking, I think. What symbolises your dreams? Show me what your dreams are in terms of emojis in the comments below to claim that you're still committed to fulfilling your dreams in this lifetime. Okay, lovely wild hearts, thanks for listening, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye for now.